Myra, Othram is using a process that goes beyond the normal DNA testing methods law enforcement agencies have. They get DNA from crime scenes and find close family relatives, which leads investigators to long sought-out answers. In 2005, a woman's remains were found in an abandoned lot in Shively. Nearly 2 decades later, we still don't know her identity, but a specialized DNA testing agency called Othram could lead police to answers.
So we help law enforcement be able to figure out how to infer identity and continue to work their investigation.
Dr. Kristen Middleman explains Othram uses a process called forensic grade genome sequencing. It differs from the CODIS database because law enforcement agencies only have access to people convicted of crimes. When there are no matches in CODIS, investigators look for other ways to generate leads.
They're coming to Othram and saying, here's the DNA we found at the crime scene. Can you figure out who it is? And so we're inferring that person's identity.
Othram points law enforcement agencies to potential family members of the victims or suspects. This year, Othram helped close 144 cold cases across the country. But a lack of federal funding for Othram's methods leaves even more unidentified victims and families waiting for justice.
It's really sad to see that there are cases sitting in requests that have already passed feasibility analysis. So we know they will work. And unfortunately, they're just still sitting there because there's no funding.
Last year, a bill called the Carter-Walker Act was introduced into the Senate. It's named after a case that went unsolved for more than 4 decades, but solved a few years thanks to advanced DNA testing. If passed, the bill would provide grants for state and local law enforcement agencies to use companies like Othram. Marissa Burke,